Okay, after a long night of, what you saw, the rioting, the protests, the looting, which was done. It's done. All you see today on social media and in the news is basically individuals telling people how to feel. Understand that pain runs deep. You cannot tell people how to feel. That pain runs deep. People have hatred towards police just from situations being pulled over, being kids, but pulled over with their parents back in the day in the 90s and seeing they parents treated disgustingly because of their skin color or their race, bro. People got ancestors who was on slave ships, who jumped into the middle of the ocean, just jumped off because they rather just float to the bottom of the ocean and die than to be traded into slavery. You have immigrants who are sick and tired of this immigration policy. You have blacks who have ancestors in their bloodline, if you trace it back, who built this country, bro. African Americans built this country for nothing and got an IOU. So don't try to get on social media this morning and tell people how to feel. You can't tell people how to feel because you don't know where their pain comes from. You don't know how deep it's rooted. But we know how deep racism is rooted in America. And it's sickening. It's sickening that they rather go round up thousands of protesters all over the United States and take them to jail and put out with the fires and use all their manpower than to just grab one of their own, arrest his ass and say, yes, this officer was wrong and he will be prosecuted. No. They rather arrest Americans and say, we can't prove this and that he did this and that. That's bullshit. And this is the same broken system. We don't want you guys to okay, we'll deal with this our way and we'll give him his day in court. No, because that's broken. That system is broken. And that's why that's where some of the pain comes in. People's parents are incarcerated wrongly, maybe not wrongly, but maybe unjust because he might have not had a tip-top lawyer like the white person coming into court for the same charge. And that just hurts. It's just a vicious cycle of just pain, non-stop pain. So if they tore this motherfucker down last night, it's okay because that was pain, deep-rooted. Something else we should be paying attention to today. President Trump tweeted, the United States of America will be designating Antifa as a terrorist organization. Now, why is that important? Because if they're doing that in the heart of these protests, that means that they have, without a doubt, evidence that shows Antifa amongst protesters in the crowd, and they're doing stuff. They're burning these buildings down. The average American doesn't even know how to fucking burn a building down. They don't, it's strategic. You can get a building going in the right way, and you'll know for sure that it'll burn to the ground. And I'm going to read this article. President Donald Trump said Sunday that he will designate Antifa as a terrorist organization after Democrat and Republican officials pointed to extremist groups and out-of-town demonstrators as responsible for violent episodes at protests in major cities across the country. And that's no secret to us. We know they're among us. We know there's government agents among us. We know there's cops among us. We know there's groups, all kind of different groups, whether it's law enforcement or radical groups, meeting. Right now, this morning, they're having meetings and they're going over with their people. Okay, we're going to be here. They're going over their structures and their movements of what they're going to be doing today because they all have agendas. They all have their own separate agendas. Some people who are looting, it's the same thing. That's their agenda. Some people are there for personal gain also, but that's okay. The last thing I want to go over with you guys, the National Guard is now deployed in Los Angeles, 1,000 troops. 1,000 military troops are deployed there. 2,500 military troops have been deployed in Minneapolis. What does this mean? It means it's going to be a different ball game if you're going out to protest and loot today. It's different. It's a different tone. These are the not fucking around crew. The niceness that they know that the police have already tried that. Okay, they called us in. So now it's time for us to step it up a notch. And they're militant, bro. They come in, they're shooting you with paintball guns automatically off top. They hit people with paintball guns. There's already tons of videos of that happening in Minneapolis. They come by, they shoot with paintball guns. It's a high chance that if you get arrested by the National Guard that you're not going straight to the county jail. You might be going into a private holding facility that they have set up that there's no way your family and your loved ones can log in and look to see where you are or to bail you out real quick, bro. They're going to hold you there because they deem you as a terroristical threat. You're a terrorist. That's what's going to be going on today. So, the tone's different. I just want to let that know. Set the tone. This is a huge pivotal point in America. This is history. So don't be so quick to just brush it off. Don't be so quick to undermine people's pain. Just take it all in. This is history. This is a turning point. And we're here. We are here. And we're moving forward. And we don't want things to go back to normal. Things will never go back to normal because we need to set a new norm. When we come back, we want the swamp drained. We want these racists out of here. Not just blacks, not just brown, whites. Everyone who are real Americans, we want the racists out. We're fighting for one goal. Get out of here, bro. We're tired of this broken system. And that's why, people are acting like they're shocked to see white people have been through stuff. Tons. Not everyone's just a nice middle class and white American, bro. White people have went through things. White people are born into the system where it's the foster care system. It's just horrible. It's a horrible vicious cycle. They're part of it. It's deep rooted. And we need to all unite and come together on this for one common goal, which is drain the swamp. We're draining the swamp. Period. Like, comment, subscribe, share. These videos should be going viral, man. I'm on the front line for you guys. I'm bringing you great content. I'm bringing you guys informative knowledge. It's here. Thank you. Till next time.